That's right. We're going over the best kept secret in Genshin and my #1 tip for you guys out there. And this is going to help you in a big way if you already don't know about this. You haven't been following the channel for a while. If you haven't, maybe it's time to hit that subscribe button. But we're going over artifacts today. Now we're going over the methodology of how you guys can achieve better odds to gain the artifacts that you're looking for. Now, this isn't better odds on your rolls. This is the methodology of how you go about in picking your artifacts. This does work. This is how we have strong artifacts on this channel. We're not max refreshing every day or anything. Ultimately, it does come into RNG, but I guarantee you've thrown out a lot of artifacts or fused them together. That could have been your game-changing artifacts. So let's talk about this methodology here. TLDR, we're looking for those hidden gems in the rough. You guys can get some excellent stuff out there. So let's talk about stuff that I've been doing with Noelle here. Now, the Retracing Bolide set is the set that we're looking at today because I've saved up quite a bit of these for you bad boys out there. Now, there's going to be also another thing that we're going to be talking about here, which is the RNG when you actually roll the substats themselves. There is 4 different tiers of strength that you get when you roll a stat in particular. Crit rate here goes all the way from 2.7% all the way up to 3.9% when you roll crit rate, but we'll touch more on that later. So what I talk about with this methodology, this is where a lot of you guys are failing on this artifact system. It's a very forgiving system. Take advantage of it. Let's talk about this methodology right now. I know a lot of you guys out there are looking for it drops with 4 stats and all of those stats are bangers. You're ready to go out there. That's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about is taking chances on things that could be good and what you guys should be looking at. So #1, you should always be looking for 2 stats in particular across all of the DPSs in the game. That's to be crit rate and crit damage, right? Those are the 2 things you're looking for. So when you're perusing through your artifacts, as we are here, right? +0, does it have crit rate or crit damage on it? No. Does it have crit rate or crit damage on it? Yes. Could be good. How could that be good, you would say here? Now, this would be a 50-50 shot if you do roll it, but remember, your first stat that you roll, right, at +0 to +4, it's going to unlock that 4th stat for you. So this could roll crit chance into crit damage here. So this could be something, if you're really hoping out for a new set, you could level this one up. You could unlock that cherished stat for you, but we have some better ones here. You guys can see them that are locked. So this one in particular here, it's got that flat defense. That's bad. But I can take this, got 3.5 crit rate, it's got 4% attack on it, and I could roll crit damage here. I'll be looking for specifically crit damage. And if I get that, right, then I'll have a nice crit rate, attack percent, crit damage artifact. Do not sit here and throw stuff like this away. As you can see, I plussed this one up here. This one was energy recharge, a little mastery, kind of a dead stat for me, and crit chance. It did not roll that bonus crit damage, didn't roll it. So what do we do with this? So check this out. This is how this works. That's why this is so forgiving. A +4 at 5-star end game. I can take this one right here. I want to unlock this one, enhance. Let's see what happens here. We're going to scroll down to our +4 right here and pop this one in. And you know what? It's going to give us just enough to open up and unlock this last slot. It's going to take the +4 we tried before, and it's going to take 3,700 Mora. This is very good, very cheap, because if we get a good one here, cool, we can then try to roll and see what that crit rate, attack percent, crit damage artifact looks like. If this doesn't roll the substat that we want, HP percent, not particularly the greatest thing here for Noelle. Maybe you'd use something like this for like a bruiser, Zhongli, who you want to be really defensive because that HP scaling, that could be something that you could want there. But what we can do here, now we can take this +4 and go, you know what? I don't like that one. I think that one actually rolled pretty bad. So you go in here, you take that +4, you unlock it because I had it saved. Now let's go down this one. Defense, crit damage, HP flat. Not the greatest one here. You'd be playing that 50-50 game once again. So this is one of those scraping the bottom of the barrels things. You could go through here and see that I've done stuff like this. So this one right here is from me, and I do want to upgrade this one using this system. It was an elemental mastery, attack percent, crit damage. Max crit damage roll at 7.8. That was very cool. It had 3 stats. I rolled it, unlocked crit rate, and then I rolled crit rate, and I think an attack percent in there, and another crit rate and an EM in there. So it's not particularly the craziest thing, but if you saw this at first face value, see elemental mastery, attack percent 8.7, crit damage, you're like, oh, there's no crit rate on there. You know, there's no XYZ. It's not the god tier artifact stat roll. And you might have just thrown it out or fused it to another piece of gear. And this could have been something that you guys could be like, wow, it's got 10 crit rate on it. It's got some okay attack and crit damage on it as well. I could have used a piece of gear like that. And this is why this system is something that you guys really need to take into account. But you can refine this, can take this system that we're talking about right now, this methodology, and take it to the next level, because if you're looking for those perfect artifacts, right, as I'm trying to upgrade other pieces of gear that are really, really, really good, how do I find something that's better than this? This is probably something that's not going to get upgraded ever again. This was the natty 4 stat, crit chance, crit damage, defense percent, attack percent. I don't probably need anything for Noelle here, but what I can do is I can start poking around, because I also am using this set on Hu Tao, and I poked around and I got one of these bad boys right here. Energy recharge, crit damage, defense 5%, crit rate 5%. So I could throw this one on Noelle now and take Noelle's current one. I'm trying to use Hu Tao and Noelle at the same time, and maybe Abyss, right? One team's got Noelle, one team's got Hu Tao. That is something that I could do there. But how if I wanted to say, I want something that's got these stats, is it possible for me to get something that's better than this? And that is yes, 100% correct. You can get stats better, even if they have the same identical substat conditions, right? Could get another crit rate, crit damage, defense percent, attack percent artifact. That is because when you roll those substats, there's a variance to them. So let's give you guys a quick TLDR here on that as well. So let's take for advantage, or for example, something like this. I also have a lot of things I can be working on right now. Crit damage, HP, defense percent, pretty good there for that bruiser build. Then we have attack percent, crit damage, elemental mastery, dead stat, looking for crit chance there. We have crit rate, attack percent, energy recharge. If we get crit damage here, amazing. If we get crit damage on this one, pretty good. It's got that attack flat, not the greatest. We have crit rate, defense, then flat attack. Could be good. Get that crit damage, not gonna be super insane. Then we have this one down here that is specifically built for, like, you just want like a tanky character. I gotcha. Nope. I wanted to see if you passed the test. There's no crit chance or crit damage here. There's no reason for me to even try this one. That's a one that we're unlocking there. Then last but not least, crit damage, attack percent. So obviously none of these ones can beat out this one, but these other ones, we can really kind of game on that system, right? So we can go ahead, we can check this one out. We can check this one out as well, specifically for Noelle, because what can happen here is I got 21 crit damage here in 3.5% crit rate, and I got some attack percent. Attack percent for Noelle isn't like the craziest thing here, but really what we're eyeing is this 21% crit damage, because this specific piece right here, it has a max crit damage roll. Now, when you roll crit damage, if I hit that crit damage substat, I'm not going to get that 7.8% guaranteed. That's why we have this really, really odd 21.8. What happened here on this 21.8 here is you can roll 5.4 crit damage every time you roll a crit damage sub, 6.2, 7, or 7.8. So what you can do here is we can unlock this. If we get crit chance, awesome. Then we can try to roll 7.8 crit damage, 7.8 crit damage, 7.8 crit damage, 7.8 crit damage, and get all of those crit damage rolls. We could get 4 more 7.8s and have a perfect 3-slot initial quadruple 7.8 additional rolls on crit damage plus the initial 7.8. That's a lot of crit damage. So let's give this one a try here. If we hit this bad boy, be better than my natty 4 stat one that we just unlocked. So we go ahead, we can take that piece of gear that we did not really enjoy, initial +4, throw this in here. We got +4 here, good to go. Throw this in there, enhanced rarity item. Let's see what happens. Are we gonna get the crit chance? Are we gonna have a real YouTube video? What is going on? Hit enhance. Not what we're looking for here. This still could be good. It rolls a bunch of crit damage, but we won't have any crit chance. Although if we're looking at the ones that we're comparing it to right now, 3.5% crit chance, we could try this one out. And later on, if we didn't get anything better from the other ones that we have saved up, because we could get a bunch of defense and crit damage on this one, we'd be sacrificing that crit chance roll. So let's go ahead, let's roll this one up a little bit additional, right? Let's roll this one up a little bit more. We'll initialize, put this on here. Let's roll this one more time. So what we'll do here is I want to see if I get a 7.8 crit damage roll. It's not a 1 in 4 shot. It's a 1 in 4 shot to roll the crit damage, and then it's a 1 in 4 on top of that to get that actual 7.8%. And this is where it really comes down to wanting those perfect artifacts. So there's 2 different methodologies that we're talking about today. Getting those good initial substats for you, and then you have to try again to see what variance you get on those substat rolls. It does come down to a bunch of RNG, but there's a methodology, which is the important part, that can really save you a lot of time and energy and anger and hate, and actually get you something good there. So we have an HP percent roll here. Maybe if I was doing like a Noblesse, or not a Noblesse Oblige, a Retracing Bolide build on like Zhongli or something, but we're not doing that here. So we can go ahead, we can unlock this bad boy. But we can try some of the other ones out because we did have a couple of them saved up. And it's nothing that's going to get you guaranteed your man right away, right? It's something that you are going to use to slowly increase your odds at getting something good. Because we have looking for crit damage here. We are looking for crit right here. Here's another one that could be very, very, very strong for us, especially if we roll crit chance. So both these are both solid options to try to really use this methodology in getting good substats. And it has worked, tried, tested, and true to form for me. That other one is up here saved, I guess. Where is it? It got lost. It got lost. It's on the island. Oh, it's down here saved. Here it is. It's got to be down here. There's got to be a +8 down here, right? Here it is. And that's fine. You slowly lose a little bit of the EXP each time. So now we can traditionally just roll this in there over and over and over. It'll unlock that stat for us here. And it rolled. Nope, we're not keeping that one. That one is DOA, dead on arrival. And this is going to save you a lot of time looking for those exquisitely perfect initial artifact rolls. So now we have a shot here. That's a high crit chance roll there, max crit chance. This one's got a max crit damage roll. So let's go in here. Let's try this one as well. And now a lot of you guys maybe, you know, used to a system like this because it's been in a lot of different mobile games before. Genshin Impact's artifact system is not a brand new thing on the market. You know, very, very many games have a similar item system to this. So we're looking for crit chance once again here. We get crit chance. That'd be sweet. Defense flat. So we only got +6 there instead of +7. So don't feel bad that we are over leveling our stuff. Really what we're doing here is we're kind of preserving that EXP on our artifacts and just checking the new ones for the low cost of like 7,000 Mora, which is insanely, insanely powerful for you guys out there, because Mora, you go broke so fast, don't you? You go so broke so fast. So let's check out this bad boy. This one could be good for Noelle as well. Get that crit damage in there. Awesome, with a max crit chance roll. This one's also got a max crit chance roll. So let's go ahead, let's try this one here, and we'll see if we get a winner here. I know a lot of you guys are like, he hasn't got me yet. RNG is RNG, but if we get them, these artifacts, they have really high odds. You got to check that fourth stat. So let's check this one out here. +6, unlock, throw it in there. What do we get? Who are we to do HP percent substat again? This is probably because I already rolled some really good artifacts before I made this video. That gave me the idea to do this. This one still wouldn't use it, so we're gonna put that one, we're gonna throw that one back away. But you can see how much money we're saving and how many artifacts that we can check using this method. 3.9, 5.8, that's the big deal. Because if you just start slamming all your 3-star artifacts together in there, those are gonna be costing you more and more and more and more Mora. And so what you can do is use this methodology to check way more artifacts like this. And that's going to allow you to check them all, and it's going to cost you less resources. It's going to allow you to save more to level your talents and your artifacts when you do get a good one. This is how you get higher level artifacts easier. Energy recharge isn't the worst thing ever. I already have that high energy recharge one though already, so I don't personally need an artifact like this one. So let's go ahead, let's check. I think there's like one more we can check that I saved here. This last bad boy, almost max roll, but not quite there. Oh, we can unlock this here and go in and enhance it. Right here. Scroll on down, +6. Let's see. Can we get one for the money? Elemental Mastery, and it leveled it all the way back up to +9. So I always have like one of these artifacts sitting there ready to be my checker artifact. It's going to be, you know, +8, +9, +8, +9, +8, +9. And then it'll go down to 6, and I'll get a ×2. And what can happen here while you do this as well is you could get that lucky, right? You're using that +6, 7, 8 to check an artifact. And you get that big ×5 bonus, and it takes it all the way up to like level 19. What you do then is that you take that, and it's not an artifact you want to use. You take that to level up the artifact that you do want to use. So let's just say, for example, I have like this one, this +0, right? Not good. We don't want this one. But check out how much money it costs you to just throw a +20 into it to level it up. Not going to actually do it, but we can check the more cost. So let's say I didn't want this geo damage bonus goblet anymore. All right, +20, it's going to give me 18 levels, and it's still going to cost me 3,780 Mora. Whereas if I just try to hard level it using, let's just throw in all 4 stars or something. For these right here, it gives me 2 levels, 7,560 Mora. So using this system is a twofold way for you guys to allow yourselves to check extra artifacts to have to see if they have those nice substat rolls that you want, that crit chance, crit damage, and then X% other stat. And then on top of that, the other side effect is that it's going to save you a ton and tons of Mora. And then on top of that, if you get lucky with the ×2 and ×4 procs, or ×5 procs, your checker artifact can be this just giant EXP artifact. And then what you do is you make another checker artifact. You level something up to +4 when you go to check it initially. The next one that you check, that's going to be your next checker artifact over and over and over again. So that's going to be a huge way for you guys to really utilize this system. If you guys haven't seen this before, make sure you spread the knowledge. Make sure you tell your friends about it. Get all the TLDRs out in there. And if you really liked what you saw here today, you want to see more stuff from me, you've been watching a lot of the stuff on the channel, do subscribe, like that video, helps out a ton of guys. I want to see you guys have fun in Genshin with the characters the way that you intended them. This is the number one tip I could give anyone, is how to utilize this methodology to save that Mora, get that free EXP, and save all those materials for other characters and get those big artifacts, increase that RNG, and kind of sway the needle back to your side a little bit, guys. But take care out there, and I'll see you in the next one.